As long as you give it back to me so that I have
You have extra copies? Because you know me?
ready in a minute.
I don't know what she could have done to make it do that.
Just the way it's coming down is weird.
Yes. Exactly. And not going in.
Really definitely better. Should we put it back in there?
Yeah.
Mine doesn't even lock it into place. Where's the unknown?
This, I have no idea. It does look like it's wrong. No. Okay. It'll get better.
Okay, are you ready? Okay, I start and then you come in.
Sorry, it's foul. You play the last 4 measures too.
Oh, just the last one.
Yeah, well, we just
Okay.
skipped.
Yeah, okay.
Not a lot of writing.
Yeah, we were making a note of what is that for
Okay.
in case,
That way I don't have to write that down.
no, we don't want you.
I don't
just
want to
do
write
the
that.
last four.
Yeah.
Reverend Moving Holzer will make the invocation, and Mr. Schultz will lead you in pledges. You stay standing for all of that. Okay, so we pledge allegiance. Pledge. Cross, flag, got it. Sit.
Hello, parents, grandparents, and siblings. This is the end of one journey, one path that will split off into many different paths, and will ultimately lead to a different future for all of us. The time that has passed from childhood to now is not in vain. Though we may not need your help to take our first physical steps anymore, we will always need you to be there to walk beside us in our next step in this ever-growing journey. When I first came to this community, the teachers really made a mark on me. They helped me remember that learning can be one of the most engrossing activities out there. I find that everyone at this school was really able to put in the work to make this community really blossom. All of the people that I've spent this year with have truly shown me how to grow. I hope that our futures are bright and that our now high schoolers are able to bring their best selves to their new schools. And again, I would like to welcome you all to the Chapel School graduation ceremony.
As Ash comes down, Ivana, Ethan, and Gabe will go up. And once you're done speaking, you'll just stand to the side and wait and come back.
Today's first Old Testament reading is from Psalm 43, verse 3. Send out your light and your truth. Let them lead me. Let them bring me to your holy hill and to your dwelling.
Our second Old Testament reading is taken from Genesis chapter 12, verses 1 through 3. Now the Lord said unto Abram, Go from your country and your kindred and your father's house to the land that I will show you, and I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonors you I will curse, and in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed.
Our final Old Testament reading is taken from Joshua chapter 1, verse 9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened, and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. This is the word of the Lord.
Our first New Testament reading comes from Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Our final reading is taken from Matthew chapter 28, verses 19 through 20. Go, therefore, and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you. And behold, I am with you always, to the end of the age. This is the word of the Lord.
When they return to their seats, Ethan and Garrett will present BFF. We'll practice that afterwards, but we'll come to the center. No microphone?
I think they should use microphone.
Okay, so we'll need that this evening.
Yep. Oh, you think they should put staging? I wasn't planning on doing a staging. Concert version.
Concert version. There you go. I don't know if the groups lend themselves so much to it.
Does anybody carry
Or it's just a BFF. I think it's like happening, it's not in the bulletin, okay, it's appropriate. You don't have to use the actual bulletin.
Yeah, we'll practice that. One at each mic.
Gary,
Mr. Schultz, can you be Mr. Schultz, would you like old BFF and go dancing while they do that? Do you remember how they did it? That would be funny. No, I'm just kidding. This is
All right,
this is the concert version.
when they're done singing, keep on. It says it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and my fellow classmates, I stand before you today as the valedictorian of the remarkable class of 2023. As we re-embark on the next chapter of our lives, I am reminded of a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. This quote explains how each of us are responsible for our future and how the memories within us will continue after we graduate from the chapel school. This quote also brings me back to a similar Bible verse, Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. Know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. Throughout my time in middle school, I have experienced countless memorable moments, whether it was the feeling of solving a complex equation or other vital memories, such as the middle school Washington, D.C. trip. There, I visited the Lincoln and Martin Luther King Monument, the Museum of Natural History, and the Holocaust Museum. While there, I learned about Daniel's story, a Jewish boy who survived the Holocaust and kept a journal about his life. Learning about Daniel's story and what he went through opened my eyes to a different perspective, and the interactive learning experience improved the story's visuals. Before that, in 7th grade, I visited the Bronx Zoo. There we saw peacocks, alligators, and insects. What made the trip memorable was the up-close experience, given that many other animals were out of their cages and free to pet. My time at the chapel school has allowed me to explore different places and better understand today's world. Yet, my journey has been without challenges. I started the chapel school in September 2020, the height of the COVID pandemic. This tested my and many others' resilience, adaptability, and unity as a class. We missed many beloved sports, traditions, and after-school activities. However, we demonstrated remarkable strength and determination in the face of adversity. Teachers still came to school daily, and children were eager to learn. Joining the chapel school during that time was a challenging experience, yet I don't regret it. Even if you weren't here during COVID, the struggles faced were international and affected everyone. So let this experience be a testament to our ability to overcome obstacles and inspiration, never to take simple joys of human connection and shared experiences for granted. But this isn't just about me. This is about all of us, teachers, classmates, and everyone else. Let us embrace the future with courage and inspiration to strive. Our journey does not end here. It is merely the beginning of a new chapter in which we can shape our destinies. Class of 2023, let us go forth and leave an indelible mark on the world. Congratulations, we have made it.
Good evening, parents, family members, teachers, chapel school faculty, and all of my fellow graduates of the chapel school class of 2023. I was so honored when Mrs. Kennedy told me that my class picked me as a class speaker because of how special this school is to me. As I considered what to say tonight, I wanted to be sure that I took advantage of this opportunity to share with you my experience at the chapel school and what a difference it has made in my life. This experience has changed who I, as well as all of my classmates, are as people, and it has given us the courage and confidence to go on to our next big phase in our lives, high school. I came to chapel in 3rd grade, and from my first day here, I was welcomed with open arms. That welcome feeling has stayed with me throughout my time here. Even when our class got smaller each year, I knew that I wanted to finish middle school at chapel because of all the great things that it does to build strong individuals and powerful leaders. This final year was no exception. Of all the many incredible experiences we have had this year, none have been better than the bonds that we have formed with each other. I am so appreciative of all that we have done together, and I will forever be grateful for the memories we created and the lessons we share. Kivana, you always share your knowledge and ask meaningful questions that can benefit the class. You always offer your help when we are struggling with our homework or classwork. Ash, you always share with us interesting facts, things that we might not have ever known if it weren't for you. Gio, you are not afraid to say what you think, and you know how to get the whole class laughing. Isaac, I appreciate your responsibility, especially in the play. You always made sure people were in the right place at the right time. Leo, you are very good at listening to people without judgment. Whenever people need to get something off their chest, or just share something out of the blue, you are always the person they go to. Ethan, you always make us smile or laugh, even if you don't mean to, by either your words or just being you. It was so fun to be the Sandy next to your SpongeBob. Gary, you are one of the most genuine and polite people that I know. I, as well as many others, appreciate your kindness that you have shown constantly over the years. Gabe, You always put the needs of others before your own. You care about all of your friends and peers so much, and you are not afraid to be your authentic self around us. Chloe, where do I even begin? You have stuck with me throughout this entire 8th grade journey. It has come to the point where we can know what each other are thinking without having to say a word. Thank you for being my partner in crime, and also for letting me be your elevator buddy, even though it was pretty scary. I have not only grown strong bonds within my 8th grade class, but I have become close with many people in middle school. I have established close relationships within the 7th and 6th grade, and I feel as if some of the 5th graders are my own little sisters. Each of them show me a different side of the world, and I love being there for them whenever they need. It is rewarding to share advice with them that I have learned from my own experiences and see them use it to grow as friends, leaders, and students. Some may think smaller schools are limited in what they have to offer students. I disagree. The Chapel School provides us with countless opportunities to grow. I said it before, and I will say it again. Chapel is a very special place that is a second home for many of us. I know we will hold dear this time in our lives. Another thing that makes Chapel so special is the teachers. To Mrs. Cahalan, Mrs. Kennedy, Miss Fote, Miss Fick, Dr. Martinez, Mr. Geiling, Mr. Heath, Senora Denise, Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Thompson, Mrs. Price, Mr. Mastrangelo, Mr. Schultz, and Miss Marino. You have made the Chapel School experience unforgettable. Thank you for your dedication and always being there for every single one of us. Seeing other people, I know that one day, maybe 4 years or more from now, I will come back home to the Chapel School, and I will be welcomed once again as I was my first day here in 3rd grade in the way that I am now. I would like to end off with a word that my classmates and my mom might find familiar. In the words of Johnny Cade, stay gold. Thank you for everything, and congratulations to the Chapel School class of 2023.
So I have just a brief address that I won't share right now, but right before you get your diplomas, I'll indicate that you've completed the requirements of the State Ed Department, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'm presenting you as the Chapel School's graduating class of 2023. And then at that time, I think just the left side gets up. So the left side will get up, and Ethan will lead you to here. And again, because this is a small class and because you have worked so hard and your parents have done so much to get you to this point, we're serious about it, but we're proud, so we're having good posture. You're going to get your diploma. You'll shake hands with, I think, Reverend Budenholzer and Mr. Lin, who's the vice president of our Board of Trustees. And then, I'm not sure why we have the tape all over the place. Okay. You see the little brass holder? There's a railing that goes in there. So that is the exact center. You're going to stop there. Don't rush it. Smile. You're not actually getting the diplomas because Mrs. Kennedy has neatly put all your awards and stuff into bags for you. But pause, smile, give people a chance to celebrate you. Okay? And these are the names that your families have provided. Some have middle names and stuff you may not be overly thrilled about. I'm going to do the best I can to pronounce them right. I'm going to write phonetics on here just to be sure. But just so you're prepared, these are the names that you'll be having. So we start with Ethan Cole Jeremiah Bather. So it's handshake, handshake, smile, throw your shoulders back a little bit maybe. There you go. Yeah. And then you head back down to your seat. Lucy Caltabiano. Yes. One Mississippi, two Mississippi. Chloe Campbell. Kivana Posalit Graham.